Hello, everybody, and thank you for joining us here on Tego Cyber's channel. We're sitting here once again with Shannon, and as some of you may know, it's Cybersecurity Awareness Month. So we want to touch base with you guys a little bit and give you guys some tips. So first off, Shannon, how are you doing?
I'm great, Michael. How about yourself?
I'm doing pretty well. So Shannon, you are really the expert here. Give us some tips on how we can improve and be aware of our cybersecurity situation.
CISA has split Cybersecurity Awareness Month into some different topics. So this first week has the theme of Be Cyber Smart, hashtag Be Cyber Smart, if you follow Twitter and everything like that. But really, what we think about being cyber smart, one of the first things that comes to mind is password management. And it's a really simple thing that if you read the news every single year, we're terrible at it. We continue to use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or our favorite sports teams' names, or our pets' names, and everything like that. So, really, if you think about being cyber smart and password management, one of the first things that we should probably do is make sure that we don't reuse passwords. When we reuse passwords, that allows us to be compromised if our data is breached in another website and we've reused the password. It's called credential stuffing, which is a very fancy term for reusing passwords and getting compromised that way. So the first tip that we would give is do not reuse your passwords. And the second thing is if at all possible, use two-factor authentication. And what that means is if a website allows you to get a code via text message, or allows you to get a code to your email, or use an authentication app on your mobile phone, then try to enable that, because that just gives an extra layer of protection that's very difficult to get around for cyber criminals. It takes a lot more effort for them to compromise your account. So if there are two things for password management that I would suggest, it is don't reuse your password and enable two-factor authentication.
That's very fair. I don't know. I've tried to think of passwords that I thought were very intricate, but it doesn't really matter how intricate it is. If it's on one website and it leaks, they're going to try it across all your accounts. And
Absolutely. And we find that, not all companies have really enabled good cybersecurity controls when we design our password. So you might design a really complex password, but the website that you've entered this very complex password is storing it in plain text in their database. So, and we find that in some of these data breaches, somebody can get your password and it's just there. It doesn't even have to be decrypted. So
yeah, you bring up a good point. Shannon, a website I like to use, it's called like Have I Been Owned? Owned is spelled with a P, and that's relating to the gaming industry and how they say
exactly.
owned. But I've went on there and I've typed in my emails to see if they've been involved with any sort of data leaks or anything. And you can actually, I mean, I don't know, you might disagree with this, but you can actually type your password on there to see if it's a common password that's floating around the internet as well, to see if that specific thing is being used. Now you're then typing your password on another website. So I don't know if that's such a great idea.
That is one website that I would be totally okay with typing my
Really?
password into. Yeah.
Awesome.
That is a very reputable service. They are great. So yeah, if you're concerned about whether or not you have them breached and your data is out there, that's a great resource to use.
Wonderful.
And
yeah, agreed. And so just to let you guys know, the password 10293844756, which is just going in the middle of the keyboard, is not unique. I thought I had something special there. Turns out like there was 17,000 leaks of that password. So that's that's not the way to go. So no password's secure enough. Have different passwords for your accounts, guys. I guess that's
exactly. And you also find, as the annual reports about passwords go, whatever is popular at the time is a popular password. So for instance, Game of Thrones, when that was on, there were a ton of Game of Thrones passwords, or, everybody uses their favorite sports team. So if you're in Kansas, it might be the Kansas City Chiefs or something like that, or one of the players' names or something.
Yeah, that's fair. Hodor is Bay, or the Cavs. Cavs 2022 champions. It's not gonna
winter is coming, something like that. Yeah.
All right, Shannon. Well, thank you for the wisdom in this. I know it's something that a lot of people will struggle with. I mean, it's something we're all trying to find the right passwords, but just create a different password for each account, guys. Stay safe out there. And Shannon, have a wonderful day.
Thanks, you too, Michael.